So today is day 51. I am recording this video on a Wednesday, and I'm not sure for everybody who's watching, and even for myself, these videos are generally coming out about 2 weeks after I record them, so that I'm not sitting here uploading videos every day. To be honest, doing the video every day and then uploading it was becoming arduous, so I kind of upload videos once a week and then schedule them throughout the week to try and correspond to 2 weeks after a treatment. So this video will come out, I'm on my 4th treatment now, and this video will come out the same day, which would be 9 days after treatment on my 5th treatment. So that being said, this is my 4th cycle, and I'm learning better how to cope with the side effects of the chemotherapy, which is honestly worse than the cancer was. I didn't even know I had cancer, frankly, and the chemotherapy is pretty bad. The side effects are definitely getting more pronounced, and I'm 1/3 of the way through. So I'm still feeling them today. Normally, I would have already been through the side effects. I wouldn't be having this issue. The nausea is pretty much constant. I experience it throughout the day. This feeling of just general stomach queasiness, and occasionally feeling like I might throw up, but I'm able to kind of psychologically, I just kind of push it down and it goes away after a few seconds. Sometimes no foods sound appetizing. Like, if you think about, ooh, that sounds good, I think I'll get some pizza. That doesn't ever happen. No food sounds appetizing. Generally speaking, once I decide to eat, like my wife will make food and she's a good cook and she'll ask me what I want. I don't really want anything. But once she decides to cook something and I eat it, it's good, and I don't generally have a problem getting it down. I cannot eat very much. I am eating about half of what I normally eat whenever I do eat. Getting full at all, if I eat too much, I definitely will get sick. I'm getting nauseous every time I eat, but I recognize the necessity of nutrition. Diarrhea has been much worse this time around. I'm not getting it like a pressing need, but in the morning, when I go to have a bowel movement, it's just water. And that tells me that I'm probably not soaking up very much water. I'm trying to drink a lot. I think I drank almost 100 ounces yesterday. So that's a big focus, is trying to make sure I'm staying hydrated. I'm not sure why this 4th round was significantly worse than 1 through 3. The side effects were more pronounced. I was able to work Thursday morning from home, and then Thursday afternoon I ended up in bed and basically did not get out of bed until Sunday morning. I tried to do a little bit of chores on Saturday. I was able to work for about an hour around the house, and then I was just wiped out. The fatigue is getting a lot worse. I can almost not seem to get enough sleep. The fatigue is pretty much constant. The mental acuity is getting a lot worse. Yesterday, if I don't get at least 8 hours of sleep, my mind just does not work nearly as well. It requires a lot of focus to have thoughts that are decent, and I am constantly forgetting things that I want to say mid-sentence. So the brain fog is getting worse. And it's like some days are worse than others. I have good days, I have bad days. But I definitely feel like getting enough rest and enough uninterrupted sleep. My dog, which I love her to death, but the other night I woke up and I was covered in sweat. It was 74 degrees in the house because the pellet stove had been on all night. And I think she was concerned about me, but we have hardwood floors, and she's walking around with her little doggy feet in her claws, and it woke me up. Once it woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I could not go back to sleep till 5:30. And so then I slept from 5:30 till like 7:30, got up late, and was late to work. But I have to get sleep. And then I had a big memorandum to write yesterday. It took me almost 4 hours. And I don't think it would have taken me that long if I had been more well rested. So it's the benefits of uninterrupted sleep are definitely pronounced. I think it's extremely important that I get sleep. I need to go to bed earlier, and I need to allow myself to get the rest I need. Got a real bad headache yesterday, did not eat dinner, didn't feel well, just generally didn't feel good. Came home from work and just laid in bed basically from 6 o'clock until I went to sleep, which is not normal for me. So that being said, I am concerned about, obviously I work, I have a job, and I don't feel right taking a check and not going to work any more than necessary. And I'm a little concerned that towards the end how it's going to play out as far as how good of a job am I going to be able to do. And so far it feels like everything's going well. I'm still able to do my job by and large. Again, I'm very fortunate to have the team that I have, to have the people around me that I do, and to have the job that I have with a very supportive command and a very hardworking team that doesn't require my direct supervision at all times to get the job done. I just have a lot of good people that take their job seriously and just do a good job without me having to hover and babysit them all the time, which is awesome. I've decided I'm not going to put up with people that don't want to do their job anymore. As far as my work is concerned, I've dealt with it a lot in the past, and from now on, if you don't put in the effort and you don't work and you don't get the job done, then I'm going to give you ratings that are commensurate with it. And I just don't have I think it's detrimental to the health and the fairness of everybody else to have people that are non-productive, that are collecting a check and not doing anything. This isn't welfare, this is a job. Don't know why I felt the need to go on that little tirade. It's crazy how tirade and tyrant kind of go together, huh? But overall, as far as the treatments are concerned and the cancer and everything else, I do have an appointment with my doctor tomorrow on the phone to talk about my thyroid. Apparently I have some form of hypothyroidism. I do not know that it's a direct result of the chemotherapy as they discovered it during the CT scan before I began chemo. So we'll be seeing how that goes. And then I'll also be talking with her about talking to another oncologist just to either confirm what my oncologist is doing. It's not that I doubt him. Well, I do doubt him. But I need to know that 12 cycles of Folfox is essential. I've done enough reading to know that other people have done 8 and have achieved the same result. And so I'm not down with poisoning myself for 2 months unnecessarily. I can do what needs to be done if it needs to be done, but I'm not about doing things just because. And I need to know what the odds are, and I know they don't like to give them because of malpractice and etc. But I need to really know, because I'm putting myself through a lot, I'm putting my family through a lot, I'm putting my friends through a lot, the people around me through a lot, and if it's, I don't have a lot of confidence in Western medicine. They are able to get the job done, but it is a profit-based healthcare system. It is what it is. It's how we have frankly, more medical innovations have come out of America because of that. But the side effect of having an innovative and productive healthcare system that's effective at curing people and solving major medical complications is that sometimes money clouds the judgment of healthcare administrators and providers. So that being said, I have heard on multiple occasions about people being recommended for major treatments, major surgeries that didn't need them. That really it was not the best option. And that's what I want to know. What is the best option for me and for those that care about me and those that I work with and for? So, kind of trying not to drag on. Wanted to do a video. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I got to get ready for work. But that's kind of it. I think that I'll try and do a video. I'm going to try and do 2 to 3 a week. It is, I think, beneficial for me. And I do think that this, obviously, chemotherapy is going to be something that I try and preclude from my brain at some other point in my life. I don't think I'm going to be going back and trying to remember the good days of chemotherapy. But this is something that's going to be important. This is a life-altering event. This is a life-changing event. And it's changed me for sure. And I don't want to forget that. I don't want to forget what I went through, what everybody else around me went through. And I want to make sure that I have these video journals to go back and look at these. I know other people, family members are watching these, other people are watching these. I hope that it helps you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that somebody else out there that may be going through what I'm going through now knows that they're not alone. Because it's horrible. It's horrible. There's no two ways around it. This is not fun. This is not good. But it is bearable. And don't give up. Just count the days. It's like, in the military, we had a thing in basic training where a cadence that would say, 20 more days until I'll be done. No more ugly you. No more ugly me. And it's, cadences are designed that way, but it was just counting it down till the days that you were done. And before you knew it, you were done. But it's how to cope with it the best you can, how to deal with it the best you can. And I'm hoping that some people will be able to derive something positive from this and that it'll be beneficial to other people, really. And who knows, I'll go back and look at this in 5 years and be like, wow, yeah, that was rough. I remember that. But one thing I do want to say is that the quality of my wife and I's relationship has dramatically improved. I think that the value that we place in each other is a lot better than it used to be. My wife is an alcoholic. She got sober right before I started chemo. And she's currently going through treatment for that. She goes to regular therapy and counseling sessions, and she's extremely happy with herself. I've never seen her this way, and I've never seen her so confident, so happy just with herself, and that's important. And I don't know where it came from. It came from in her, but if me going through this gets her sober, then I'm willing to do it. And I think it's going to also, definitely help me grow as a person and help me be a lot more introspective, help me understand how my behavior impacts other people and how what I say and do matters. And it affects other people. And you need to be responsible for that and recognize that. Does that mean I'm going to walk around on eggshells all the time? No, that's not me. But I do need to be more intentional in the way that I conduct myself. I think I've always enjoyed kind of getting a rise out of people which may not be the best thing to do, but I need to back off on that a little bit. And I'm definitely more compassionate. I still have a very independent, personal responsibility driven moral compass, and that's not going to change. But part of that individual responsibility is the responsibility that we have to other people in our community and around us in our circle. And part of that responsibility is to recognize the impact of what you say and do and how it affects other people. And I think a lot of us are so caught up in what's going on with us that we neglect to think about what is going on with other people. And I think that I've definitely been guilty of that in the past. I get so wrapped around and that's how I'm so focused and driven and success oriented, and I'm very good at what I do, and I'm very good at whatever I do because I give it my all, and that's the only thing I want is success. And so, and it is in whatever it is. And so I get very focused on the task at hand, on the goal at hand, and I get very driven, and I'll kind of run through things and be rough shot on people in order to accomplish that. And I don't know that that's necessarily necessary to be that way. The goal is to achieve a desired result the best way possible. And I don't know that that is the best way possible. I know that some people just do not respond, only respond to the stick. And some people respond to the carrot, and some people just do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. So this has definitely woken me up. I don't want to say woken because that's so fucking cliche right now. And abused. These people aren't woke. They're freaking insane. But I do think we need to be conscious and cognizant of our actions and how they affect other people, and to determine if it's really necessary. Is it productive? Does it achieve the desired result with the least harm possible? Is really what I think it all comes down to, is achieving the desired result with the least harm possible. So there we go, but I gotta go get dressed, so